Hi everyone. I'm just gonna reread the cards for you real quick because this is a rather emotional read. You've got somebody here in competition with you. Okay? Competition for your position of service. Your service is to make certain that the responsibilities, the financial needs and the emotional needs are being met for the family unit. That they have a home, that their mental health is being taken care of, that they're not lacking in finances, that everything is working for that family. These ones want to take the cup from this family. They want the money. They're an empty vessel. They have an empty cup and they want it. They're challenged by getting away with something tricky from an invisible space. Okay. Their values are all about money. They're tempted by the snake. In the subconscious, we've got them, they're trying to think fast and defend their beliefs over why they neglected the needs of people who care about themselves. It's like they saw somebody who was caring about themselves and then they attacked them, neglected their needs, put them in horrendous situations, tempted them, but it wasn't just a temptation. It wasn't like, oh, life is going real smooth and oh, here's a casual temptation. No, it's like they brutalized this person who self-cares, and then they neglected every emotional need, every financial need, every need of stability or security. They took it all away. And tangled them up in a web of deceit and illusion so that they could take their positions, prove them unworthy, and benefit, take their place in their evermore. I think this happened last time. This time it didn't happen. They lost their opportunity this time to gain your evermore because you love yourself. It is seen that you have been under heavy witchcraft. And there's no forgiveness. Times 2. So this vain, lying, cheating, scheming little wench is in a tower. Feeling your absence, being neglected, just like you were. You're moving forward, you're entering a new enterprise, or there are preparations being made for it because this little false, lying sack of crap could not be you. They use love as an emotional and escape for their evil ways. They want to fight and stick swords and lie and cheat and steal and hurt really nice people who care for themselves, who love themselves. They neglect them in every single way, and then they're rejected by their kingdom spouse, and then they slip in and say, oh, well, I'm the perfect one for you. But they couldn't do it this time. And you're leaving. So we got a Five of Swords reversed here. They have a desire to reconcile, and there's no reconciliation. This person is a foul, freaking lying little scam artist. They may be making an appearance. They may be trying to show up and get in your energetic space, in your face, because it was an unexpected outcome. They thought for sure they were going to be you and take your kingdom spouse away from you. And now things are in pieces. It's falling apart, and the road is rocky. In the environment here, we've got strength. So you are courageous and you are strong in the face of this atrocious manipulation. And you remember it all. And you're being remembered. These ones who broke all of their promises to you, they broke your heart. They tried to break your spirit. They tried to bury you and empty your vessel. They wanted your soul, and they're being detached. So you were able to protect yourself, to stand up for yourself, and to maintain control through a spiritual attack, or it could be that, through a spiritual attack. You were able to hold your own and stand up for yourself in this spiritual attack. Okay? From an invisible place, from this invisible little vain person. You maintained your identity and your privileged status as a being of service. You're entering into your destiny. You were able to maintain control of your identity, and you're entering into your destiny. They could not put out your flame. They wanted to empty your cup. They wanted to put out your flame. They wanted to steal your soul. But they could not put out your flame, and now everything is crumbling. You have a Prince Charming here, a Knight of Cups. Getting creative here, okay? And I'm sorry to say, this is a Prince Charming that was coming after you for entertainment, and they still may be trying to. There's a group of 4 men here, and they're sending forward this person to try to get into your space. Or it could be that there is a love interest coming forward, and these who were entertaining themselves by trying to keep you away from it are grieving because you're coming into a soul contract. Or it could be that this Knight of Cups is part of this group entertaining themselves to get a soul contract, but I don't think so, because they're grieving. They might be grieving because you're entering into a soul contract. Or they want to enter into a soul contract with you and bring you grief. I don't know. Take it as it resonates. We're going to have to get some more clarification. Uninterested. See, they just wanted to empty your cup. This empty vessel is focused on their own life. They're competing with your position of service regarding the health and well-being of family units. And this empty vessel is uninterested in anything else other than their own life. They don't care about families. They don't care about anybody else. They're fighting you from an invisible place using witchcraft. Their values are all about money. They got tempted by a snake. And they're fighting with you for your money, for your status. The money that's supposed to go to these families, they want it. They're an empty vessel. They may not have a soul. They belong to this snake here. Traveling. They may try to travel toward you to defend their beliefs here regarding why they neglected the needs of people who cared for themselves, and why did they do that in order to tangle them up in this sticky situation. They purposely set these people up for failure, or this person, a tribe, a nasty tribe of low vibrational soul thieves. They lost their opportunity to get your evermore because you love yourself and you're still trying to heal. We've got forgiveness in the reverse here twice. There's no forgiveness for these people. No forgiveness for these people at all. You are being welcomed here by your evermore. And these ones who there's no forgiveness for, they are in chaos. You're not covering them. And you're not serving them anymore. You're not serving their family anymore. You did. You were a rival. But you were in service to them and their family. And those empty cups didn't give a crap about anything except themselves. Now they're in a tower. There's chaos everywhere because you have been welcomed. It says, I want you to know your presence is appreciated and I can be a safe space for you. You're evermore. Sees you loving and trying to heal yourself. This vain person is in a tower. They're feeling your absence. They didn't get your money. They're being neglected. Maybe they're being neglected by you. You're not serving them anymore. Heard something through the grapevine. People are gossiping about it. They couldn't be you, and you're moving forward. They used love as an emotional escape, and they couldn't do it this time. They could not take your kingdom spouse from you. This lying sack of crap. And they're sorry. I'm sorry. So they have revenge remorse. They want to make amends. They want to reconcile. They may make an appearance. This is an unexpected outcome. Everything's in pieces now. Their life is very rocky, and that's bad news. They may be getting bad news. They're getting more bad news. The bad news is you're strong. You're remembering. You remember everything that they did to you, and you are being remembered. And they are being detached because they broke every single promise that they ever made to you. Your intentions were always pure. And you only wanted to improve people's lives. You are a being of service. You're here to make certain that the family unit has everything it needs. They were jealous of you. You only wanted to improve people's lives, and it's still the only thing you want to do. They did magic on you. They created illusions around you. They did spells to mess with your mind, your mental body. They are very good at it. But you held your own in this attack. You stood up for yourself regarding these spiritual attacks, and you maintained your status of privilege and your destiny. They were not able to put out your light. They couldn't unalive you and step in as you. And now everything is crumbling. And they're not accepting an apology. No. There is a knight in shining armor here. We've got entertainment. Soul contract, grieving. They're not friendly. They're not friendly. They're not being friendly. They're grieving. It didn't work out the way they planned. Negative. They're feeling very negative. They're hiding their true intentions. They don't care about your well-being. They may try to give you unsolicited advice. They may want to play on your empathy. They may try to handle you and your future health, because you have the gift of love. And these unfriendly people want that gift as a big favor. Give it to me. Support me. They've got secrets. They want your career. You're coming into it though. And your plan is to tell them goodbye. Because you're not dealing with anybody who's lying. You're honest. You're telling the truth. And they want revenge on you. Look, they want revenge. Or maybe revenge is going to be made on those who were messing with you for entertainment. You may go out on a date and have a good time. Somebody may see something inside of you they admire. They may want to ask a small favor. Look at this. This is a curious imposter trying to check in with envy because they need a safe space and they want to sabotage you. Oh my gosh. They're uncertain about a collaboration that they've been going on to deliberately manipulate your perception. They want to reconnect. This is somebody from the past. So if somebody comes in, so this knight in shining armor here, I'd avoid it. I mean, you could go out on a date and have a great time, but why mix up energy when you've got entertainment here? You got 4 guys that are here. They're doing this for entertainment. They want to get a soul contract with you because they're grieving because things didn't work out. So this Knight of Cups is coming in with a heartfelt proposal. It's entertainment only. They need a soul contract because they're grieving because it didn't work out the way they had planned it to. I would not go out on a date with these people. They're not friendly, okay? They're very negative. So, we got 17 minutes. I'm going to pull one of these too because we got time. This tribe has been messing with people for cycle after cycle after cycle. You know, the mini cycles within the big cycle. They've been entrapping people, you know, not taking care of their needs at all. They're supposed to be in service to the family and their needs. This is the position that they stole from you last cycle. They're supposed to be doing this. And they're not. The only thing they want is the money. What they do is they neglect the needs of people who care for themselves. So that they can tangle, so that this tribe can tangle them up in blame and shame. It's purposeful. It's entrapment. They're in fear. They're in fear here. They only care about their own life. They're an empty vessel. They don't care about anything but themselves. They're envious. See, they want control of the services for the families so that they can take the money and then neglect their needs. This is what they've been doing. You can tell that this is how it's been going. Look at the state of the family unit in this world, at least in this country and in the world. This is what they've been doing. This is a big operation this tribe has going. Somehow you're caught up in it. Trust. So they're betraying you and committing fraud from an invisible place. They want your money. They got tempted by the snake. They may travel to you and attempt to get you to trust them. They're driven to succeed. They want to defend their beliefs on why they neglected the needs of beautiful people who just want to take care of themselves and smell the flowers. They're worried because it seemed plain and clear that they were entrapping people purposefully, making their lives miserable. And when your life is miserable, you may drink, and then you may develop an alcohol problem. And then they can look at you and say you're an alcoholic. But what happened? They neglected every single need you had. They gave you nobody to love. They didn't give you a solid foundation. Everybody who entered your life wanted to hurt you or take something from you. And when this first started, I was told by Spirit that the people will be given a life that they don't want to run away from. And that's what's been happening here. Is people, they've been neglected and hurt emotionally so badly that they want to run away from their life. And what do? What is readily available? The alcohol, the marijuana, the cigarettes, anything to go and numb yourself, right? And they do this on purpose. And then they punish the people for doing that, for going and drinking. They're an alcoholic, they're a drug addict, they're this, they're that. Well, they drove them into that space and then they punished them for it. It's a lot like that war stuff, Thou shalt not kill. Well, these people are in perpetual wars with those who don't agree with them or who won't conform or come under their command. Then they go and drop bombs, or they go and they draft men. They force them to go fight in wars and kill other people to protect their own lives. And then they punish them for taking a life. They set them up for failure and then they punish them. They force them into the situation. And then when they do whatever it is they do while in that situation, they punish them. These are peaceful people. They drive them into misery. And then if they drink to escape the misery, they punish them for becoming an addict and say they're unworthy. This person is a being of service. They love themselves. And this vain person could not take the kingdom marriage from this person. It is seen very clear what happened here. There's no balance. No balance. No balance. They're in chaos now. They're in chaos because they tried to take the kingdom spouse of somebody who didn't do a damn thing. This vain person is in a tower because her lies would not stick. She's feeling the absence of you because your services are no longer being given to them and they don't have access to your money anymore. People are gossiping about the way they neglected you. People are gossiping about the way they neglected you for money. Peaceful people who care about themselves. And they're afraid because they're in a tower. They could not be you. They couldn't pull it off. You're moving forward. These people, these prideful people, they've been using love as an escape route and they could not do it this time. Your kingdom spouse wouldn't go for it. They're apologizing. You're disciplined. You can accomplish whatever you set your mind to, and you decided you were going to heal from the neglect. You were going to heal from the neglect, and that's what you did. And now they want to reconcile. They may try to show up. It was an unexpected outcome. Everything's in pieces. Life is really hard. They got some bad news. They've been found guilty. They've been found guilty. You're strong. You're courageous. And you remember what they did. And you're being remembered. And these ones are being detached because it's seen that they broke every single promise that they made to you. A positive person of pure intent. And they're under judgment, harsh judgment. And they're still out there spewing the lies as though they're truths, and it's becoming more and more fantastical, you know, as they do it, because at this point many life cycles have probably gone. You've probably had several, you know, 30 to 40-year lifespans of misery over and over and over again, that they have been doing this mental magic and neglecting your needs and trying to drive you into this tangled mess and have you seen unworthy. This tribe. They drove people to it. They were deceitful, and they failed to do it with you this time. You're not accepting their apologies. They tried to put out your light. They've done it to many people. Forgiveness is in the reverse twice. Apology is in the reverse. You're not accepting apologies. See, they want to say, I'm sorry. And you're like, you know what? Go away. They're not sorry. It's just words, because they have no courage. They have no courage. They have no courage. So you got a Knight of Cups here, and it looks like to me they're trying to get a soul contract with you, and it's just for entertainment purposes. They're grieving, they're unfriendly, and they have a negative mindset here. They're prideful. Watch out for this person who's going to come up and try to get into your space. They're having doubt. You may be in doubt. You may doubt that relationship. Yeah, I would doubt it if I were you, because I would laugh at it. They're coming after you for your abundance. They may even be a friend trying to get forgiveness somehow. You know that everything happens in divine order. These ones need to accept the things that they cannot change. You have grown in consciousness and awareness. You're a healthy person, and you've got your freedom from this adversity. You're happy, and you're a being of service. That they stuck in solitary confinement. They left you alone while they played imaginative games in your purpose. And that's the truth. The truth is that they failed, and they're in regret. They're in regret because you persevered, and you're seen as a person who's thankful for life, even the horrible things of it. You're thankful for it, and they're in grief because you are an empathic person. You feel everything. They're very worried. They were trying to blame you, and now they have to accept responsibility for their own life, because you are seen as a person who possesses gifts of the soul that benefit you and others. You have a healthy self-esteem, and this is over. There could be a death here, and they're denying change. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to do because they have to surrender your love. They have to surrender they have to surrender your love, because you are successful. You know that there's no greater goal than to love. You know that there's no greater goal than to love. And these ones tried to paint you out. Okay, now here's the weird thing I want to mention. This may or may not resonate with you. There was a person who got on this page and flat out accused me of neglecting my son's birthdays year after year in favor of a celebration of sobriety. Now, this is the thing. I've never had children. And a celebration of sobriety has never occurred, and I haven't drank in over 20 years. So it's weird that this person would come up and try to slander me like that. And it's totally baseless. There's no truth to it whatsoever. So either this person is a member of this tribe who knows me from a previous lifetime, and they did this same exact thing with the mental body, the illusions, the slanderous orgy magic with the energy, you know, the lies. They may know me from a previous cycle, and where this actually worked, and maybe they did put somebody else in my kingdom union, and that's why I've been here getting siphoned off of and energetically raped and harvested and mentally effed with and all of that good stuff. Or maybe this is just a situation that occurred so that I would be able to tell you that this is what's happening. There's folks out there they're in a tower. These vain people are in a tower, and they're in fear. So it's like they're just throwing shit at people. And it doesn't matter if it makes any sense or has any validity in truth at all. They're just throwing it out there, hoping it'll stick on somebody. Whatever that is, if this was part of your past history, just know that these ones have been doing chaos magic in the mind of people who take care of themselves, peaceful people who love themselves. These people have been doing chaos magic in their minds and then neglecting their needs in every single way, emotionally, financially, energetically, because the food is all poison. So, you know, the water is poison, everything. So that's what they've been doing. They've been doing chaos magic on the population. It's actually crimes against the people. Huge, huge crimes against the people, and entrapment through neglect and through forced participation in wars which end life of innocent people. They're just there fighting with each other because these jackwagons decided, you know, that to get together and say, hey, let's have a war. We got to go put some more souls in this dark space. You know, we need more oomph, whatever. And that's what they do. And that's how they've been doing it. And I'm just going to leave this here. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. See ya.